Hey everybody, it's Mondays with Mike. How are you today? How are things going for you? As you can see, I have lemons. I have lots of lemons. And I guess, well, what do you do when life gives you lemons? You know, I have different fruit trees. I really do. I have apricot, I have apple, I have a lime tree, I have plum tree, tangerine tree, a cherry tree, which never gives me cherries, avocado tree, and yes, I have lemon trees. Three lemon trees. Lots of lemons. And so right now, this is the season of lemons. That's it. That's all I have. And you might say, well, where is he going with this? Is this a lesson on fruit trees? Actually, no, it's not a lesson on fruit trees. You see, just as there's seasons for different types of fruit, there are seasons in our lives that produce different types of fruit also. And some of those seasons can be very abundant and sweet, and some of those seasons can be very sparse and sour, actually. Just like the fruit trees have different seasons that come and go, so do the seasons in our lives. They don't stay constant, they change from season to season. Different things happen. One of my favorite Psalms is Psalm 139. I'd like to read 139 verse 16 to you real quickly. And it says this: Your eyes saw my substance yet being unformed, and in your book they all were written, the days fashioned for me, when as yet there were none of them. So you see, God is completely aware of what season that we might be in. He understands exactly where we are. He knows when it will change, how long it will be, if it's going to be sweet or if it's going to be sour. And he knows because they're already written in his book. So it's not a surprise to him. I know that during this time, there's some of you that are really having a difficult time with this season that we're going through right now. And maybe your season is nothing but lemons. Maybe you're suffering financially a little bit, or maybe aren't working as much. Maybe you're not even working at all. Maybe the isolation is driving you crazy, you know? This is a weird time, and some people are having difficulty with it. Well, I would like to just remind you that if you happen to be frustrated because all you have is lemons, just let me remind you that, you know, things may be sour for a moment, and maybe that's all you're looking at is the fact that I only have lemons to work with and they're sour. But I want to encourage you to just give those lemons to God, because God will take those lemons and he'll make something different out of those lemons. Isaiah 163 verse 3, I'd like to read this to you real quickly. It says this, it says, to all who mourn in Israel, he will give a crown of beauty for ashes, a joyous blessing instead of mourning, festive praise instead of despair. In their righteousness, they will be like great oaks that the Lord has planted for his own glory. So you see, Israel was about to enter in a very dismal, sour season, 70 years of captivity, despair and mourning. And yet God was telling them that he would take this situation, this season, the ashes, if you would, and he would turn them into festive praise again. He would turn them into something that would bring them glory, or bring him glory and honor. And so I would just like to just say, whatever you have right now in life, and especially if it's nothing but lemons like this, that if we hand them over to God, I promise you, he will take these lemons and he will make something sweet out of them. There's an idea. sweet lemons. I'll make some lemonade. Yes. God bless you. Have a great week. Give your lemons to the Lord. He'll take care of it. Blessings.